If I could design the best Jack-in-the-Box gift for a kid, it would be Queer Eyes popping out in Beyonce formation. It's a win-win.
I've never noticed what Chrissy Teigen has worn in any of these other intros, but you can tell she knew that 5 gay men were performing on the show today because she really pulled out all the stops.
I know Jonathan is always the one with the hair, like he loves that hair, but Karamo in this wig, he is owning that wig. Only thing Karamo is missing is Beyonce's fan.
I do think it's an odd choice that Karamo is the only one who decided to wear a wig alongside Jonathan. It almost seems aggressively like an attack on Jonathan's brand. Jonathan is the only one who's giving you the energy of, yes, I do this every single day of my life before I leave the house. It's almost overwhelming to watch this episode because we're only a couple minutes into this performance. Where could this possibly even go? Now pay really close attention here because they're each giving you a different sort of era of Britney, both in costume and also in vibe. Like Bobby is giving you sort of like fully with it, Vegas residency Britney. Anthony is giving you like confused, doesn't know the choreography Britney. And Tan is giving you like the darkest sort of like pre-shaved head Britney. And I appreciate the homage to all the different sides of Britney that we love.
Anthony is marching like he is about to reprise Drumline. He's my little drummer boy.
What an attractive man who walks like he has 5 pounds of lead in each shoe.
I tend to avoid the elliptical machine at the gym, but that elliptical I can do. So what Bobby lacked in crop top, he definitely made up for it in red pleather. I know I'm talking a lot about Bobby. It's because he nailed Britney. He kept his mouth open the entire time. Nothing says Britney more than, Britney bad.
Honeybee, come break me up out of this jail cell, queen.
Before we even get into the lip sync battle, Jonathan gets an Academy Award. He's selling the scene.
You've been a very bad girl, Johnny.
I know anyone who's ever been locked up before wishes their one phone call went like that.
And this is also insane. They're flying Karamo in. How is anybody supposed to compete with that?
When somebody comes to pick me up from prison, I want them to float in like a Karamo drone, please.
I don't know if they ever done like such dangerous stunt work with one of America's most beloved gay men. We would never put Neil Patrick Harris in a Peter Pan rig to fly him across the stage. Never. It's brave. Sort of unclear ending. It appears Jonathan is broken out of the jail, and it appears that Karamo has murdered the staff of the jail. And that's sort of dark. It's a dark story that they're telling. Dan could barely contain any sense of like loss that he already felt prematurely from just knowing that how this is gonna go down. I love Jonathan's smile as they're being crowned the winner of like, I'm so sorry that we're so good.
This show was about wigs, whimsy, wonder, work. I think the real winners are the audience, the fact that they got to see it.
I guess this episode of Lip Sync Battle really answers the question that we all have while watching Queer Eye, which is if we pitted them against each other using wigs and choreography and music, who would win?
The Fab Five of Queer Eye did not come to play, they came to slay. Why have 2 when you can have 5? Either way, it's a win-win all around.